Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the E-Ray Vision podcast. And I got myself Hector, also known as CN6. And with me, I got Jazzy.
What's up?
And it's just me and Jazzy, man. Javi's not here, unfortunately. It is what it is. But before we get into it, guys, I'd like to remind you guys that you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Google, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Make sure to follow our socials at E-Ray Vision Podcast or go to herayvisionpodcast.com. You're going to see all of our links through there. Also, make sure you follow our second YouTube channel called E-Ray Vision Clips. That's where we'll upload all of our clips, or you don't have enough time to listen to the whole podcast. We'll post all the highlights through there. Make sure you follow our main page called E-Ray Vision to stay up to date with any geek news and films, TV, and video games. The socials are at E-Ray Vision or go to herayvision.com. You're going to see all of our links through there. All the descriptions, all the links will be down in the description. I forgot to mention that what we're going to be reviewing. Because I don't know why I forgot. No, anyways, guys, listen, with that out the way, we're going to be reviewing Thanksgiving 2023, obviously. I mean, and it's another slasher film, right? Very reminiscent to the first movie that we saw earlier this year, Sick. And then obviously Scream, right? And so, yeah, guys, we're going to give a non-spoiler review of it, and then we'll get into the spoiler discussion. But yeah, so the synopsis for this movie, right? I got it right here. An axe-wielding maniac terrorizes residents of Plymouth, Massachusetts after a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy. Picking off victims one by one, this seemingly random revenge killings soon become part of a longer, sinister plan. And honestly, when I saw the trailer, I was intrigued.
I was the opposite.
You think so? Go ahead first. Yeah, go ahead.
It's because the two like slasher movies that we have seen this year, Scream and Sick, have both kind of been letdowns for me, in my opinion. Like not to say I was expecting a lot from either movie, but I was expecting to like really enjoy them. Yeah. Especially Scream, because Hav and Hector be like, bro, they're raw. Trust me, bro, you're gonna like it. And then we saw Scream and ended up being a letdown for I feel like everyone. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was like y'all were.
It was not. We're
looking forward to it.
Yeah. It wasn't. I don't think it was a letdown for me. I just thought it was all right. Like okay, it was still good. But I think maybe I'm kind of curious. Like, what do you expect out of a slasher?
I don't know. I think when it came to
like, what are some things that you like? Because the traditional slashers, honestly, it's mostly about the killings, right?
Yeah.
And obviously there will be some moments that are like kind of cheesy and shit like that. And I don't know. I think maybe you want like a more serious approach to it.
That's what I was kind of expecting. The way Javi would describe it to me, and you, where. It was like, okay, I'm expecting it to be kind of like a murder mystery. Not too much of a mystery, obviously, because it's more of a slasher. But I was like, okay, it's probably going to be mysterious, and we're going to find out who the real killer is. Yeah. And I guess I didn't really expect, like, the goofiness when it came to really Scream, because Sick didn't really have it, I feel like, from what I remember. I feel like Sick was really trying to take it seriously, but it didn't land on that shit. But with Thanksgiving, I already came with it. Was like, okay, I'm expecting Scream, and with Thanksgiving, I think from the trailer, from what I saw, I'm just like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this is gonna be another letdown from the shit that I saw from the trailer. I don't know about you. What'd you think
for this movie?
Yeah, for this one, yeah.
I mean, I thought I was intrigued. I was like, okay, another slasher. I like slasher films. I know how they are supposed to be. Like they're supposed to be campy. They're supposed to be kind of comedic, not to be taken seriously. It's more of like for you to have a good time, to look at the kills and stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how I've always seen like slashers. I will say that the Sick movie did try doing it like a more serious tone to it, which I did appreciate. But when it comes to Scream, yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it. I mean, obviously there were some moments in Scream 6 where like, yo, what the fuck? Okay, maybe that's too much. But honestly, man, maybe I just think of it like that's how these slasher films are, man. And
I just feel like you could do a slasher that's just that's like not carried on like not saying this Six Scream was carried on jokes, but like not too much reliant on the whole goofiness, because there was like some goofy ass kills in Scream 6, man, that I can remember. I'm just like, bro, like what, like you're kind of like, you take me out of it, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
And what I mean by serious is like you can do the slasher shit, but just find like a better way to like
Halloween, like OG Halloween.
Yeah, like OG Halloween, bro. That's a really good. Thank God you brought that up. Because I really did. Because Halloween 28, I think it was 2018 Halloween, but the one when they first rebooted it, that first movie, bro, it did it so fucking well. I'm just like, wow, this is like not relying on cheesy fucking storylines, cheesy fucking stuff. Yeah, shit like that. And I'm just like, holy fuck, give me more of that.
And it wasn't until like the future movies they incorporated that.
It fucking completely ruined it, man.
Interesting. Yeah, no, definitely did ruin it for me too for Halloween. I mean, one of my one Halloween movie that I really like is the I think the 2007 one.
2007. I'm trying to remember that one.
I think it was by Rob Zombie or some shit. No, I don't know, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't fucking know.
It's a long ass time ago, bro.
All I know is I really did like that Halloween movie. Yeah. And with this movie, I kind of was expecting, okay, like I'm just gonna expect a good time out of it, the kills and everything, and I guess really get into it. Speaking of the kills, I would say that the kills here were more brutal than in Scream 6.
Dude, I would go one more further and say they were more. Sorry about that. If you heard that, one more like higher and say that it was more brutal than fucking Saw X.
Yeah, I'd agree
Bro,
with that too.
Some of these kills, I'm just like, yo, oh my god, that's the thing I was not expecting. I'm gonna be honest with you, where how people were taken out in this movie. Yeah, because some were just brutal, man.
No, so I think that is a plus.
Yeah, no, that was a plus for the movie. Yeah,
the killings in this movie was definitely there. There was a bunch of them, and they were satisfying. They were like, yo, what the fuck moments, and that if you just care about the slashers, as in you just care about the killings, I mean, this has it, man.
Yeah,
like it's really good. I would say the story in here, I mean, it's I would say it's very mediocre, as in it's very
average.
It's very common to like other slashers, right? Oh, where something happens, someone's seeking out revenge, and then it's always you can't trust anybody, like who could it be, right? It's very average when it comes to the plot line, but it does feel a bit different just because it's finally like in a different like holiday, right? Different holiday, I guess. And also there are some moments in here where it could be really graphic, like it's really gory, and obviously there are some sexual contents, right? And I was surprised because when we went, man, there were some kids in with us, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, why bring your kid to a rated R movie?
I don't know, dude. That was...
And like, they were like kids. I would say like fucking like what?
The mom, probably like the parents probably just covered their eyes in that part. Like, don't look. Like,
yeah,
don't look.
right,
You're
dude.
too young.
It's so fucking, it's so fucking weird. But yeah, but everything else, I thought it was really good. It's a really short film too. It's crazy that we think it's like short, dude.
It's like an hour 40 something. An hour 40 around there.
Isn't that crazy that to us that's short now, bro?
Yeah.
So we just be watching.
I was recently talking to my sister about this, where I was like, I was like, yo, like, because she saw Hunger Games. And I was like, oh yeah, the movie was long. They like, because like she kind of hates long movies. So I asked her, I was like, oh yeah, that movie was long. It was like 2.5 hours. She's like, yeah, that's too long. And I'm just like, isn't it crazy how like an hour and a half is like short to us? And she's like, yeah, I know, I miss it.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And speaking of the hour, yeah, it's an hour 40 something. I thought the pacing was good too. I was intrigued throughout the whole movie. I was interested in the kills, and I was definitely interested in who could it be. And obviously, Mario and I, we did have our assumptions. Obviously, they were making it very obvious. But then at the end, when the big reveal happens, not gonna lie, it caught me off guard. Like I wasn't expecting.
The
reveal.
I didn't want to say too much, but I was like half right, half wrong.
Yeah, we'll save it for the spoiler section. And I guess what's very cool about this movie and really unique, I guess I want to talk about. I mean, guys, I'm doing research, so you guys don't have to, right? Is so this movie was directed by Eli Roth, which he made a fictitious trailer back in 2007 in a movie called Grindhouse, which served as a presentation of Let me get it right here real quick, guys. Just because, yeah. So it was Grindhouse. Yeah, is a 2007 American film written and directed by Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. Presented as a double feature, it combined Rodriguez's Planet Terror and Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof, right? So it was a double feature, and throughout this double feature, there would be fictitious trailers of other movies, right? Like that were, just fake, fictional trailers. And one of these trailers was Thanksgiving, and it was by Eli Roth, the same person that directed this movie. And I showed Mario the trailer, and it's there's definitely so many scenes that are identical to like this movie,
literally shot for shot,
shot for shot, right? Yeah. And not only that, also, guys, I want to say is that Grindhouse was a terminology, and back in the 1960s, right? That refers to exploitative films, popular by extreme depictions of violence or often graphic sexual content, or like pornography.
Yeah.
Right. So that was the 1960s, and so what Rodriguez and Tarantino, what they did, they brought back that type of genre by releasing this Grindhouse film that was presented as a double feature of their two films, to bring that aspect again. And that is why that Thanksgiving fictitious trailer that was presented in the double feature by Eli Roth, that is why there is some type of fucked up, like extreme, like pornography in there.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to say too much of the scenes, but just know that in the trailer, you will see a woman naked.
Yeah. Yo,
isn't that crazy? And so, guys, just go on YouTube, just type Grindhouse 2007 fictional trailers or something like that, and you'll find all the trailers that were presented in that double feature. And obviously, you will find the Thanksgiving. And there was a lot of sexual content. And even at the end, bro, like, what the fuck? Should we say it, or should we just wait till the...
I mean, it's just the fake trailer, so I think we could say it's up to you. I mean, it's related to the movie, but not really, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's an old trailer or whatever. Fuck it, I guess we'll talk about it. So, in one of the scenes, right, that we're talking about, like, I guess pornography, there's a scene of this cheerleader jumping on a trampoline, and she's taking off her clothes, and, like, we see her breasts, like, they're out, man.
We saw titties.
Basically.
But in the trailer, though.
In the fake trailer. And she's taking off her shorts and everything. And obviously there's I guess, who was he? Like a jock or something?
Like a jock.
Yeah, just watching, admiring and stuff. And we see him get killed. And not only that, the cheerleader does like a splits by to land on the trampoline. And obviously the knife is plunged underneath the trampoline. And she lands on the knife, we could assume, in her private parts, man.
Yeah, man.
And there's other scenes, like there's scenes with this couple in a convertible car. The girl's giving dome, and then all of a sudden, like, she's like feeling him and trying to like touch his neck, and she realizes like his head is cut off.
Yeah, bro.
So it's that type of scenes, and then at the very end, this is fuck so.
Oh.
No, this is weird as fuck. Like,
this is the worst one out of all of them, bro.
Like, they kill somebody, and they make them into like a human turkey.
Yep.
And they put their head in an actual size turkey. And at the end, a really maybe like 1.5 second shot or 2 seconds, it's the killer just as the pilgrim, right? Fucking legit. He's going to town with it. I mean, he's fucking the turkey with the dead body head.
Yeah, I mean,
like, what the fuck?
Hey, man, that man.
We had to rewind that because like, wait, did we just see that?
Yeah, like, I was like, what the fuck?
So listen, guys. So anyway, so that is why it's like that, right? Because Grindhouse is that. I already explained to you what that term was. Quentin Tarantino and Rodriguez, they wanted to bring that back. So obviously they had that type of explicit content, right? Because that's what I guess people liked back then, and I guess people still liked it back in 2007. I think for me, I think that's just a bit too much, except for the titties part. I mean, I'm cool.
The turkey part,
but like the turkey part, that shit was too much.
Like, leave that. That shit should have been cut.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, so that is what's really cool about this movie is that actually it was really popular because we don't see slashers like, that had to do with like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's
if that
true.
makes sense, right?
It's usually
Obviously,
like
it's typical Halloween shit, or even Christmas. I mean,
or during the summer, the sun at a summer camp.
Yeah, or summer camp, or like a summer, or like a festival.
Yeah.
Like, or like just recently, guys, we got last year a actually, I'm trying to think. Was there a Christmas slasher?
Was there? Oh, I feel like there was, bro.
Last year?
I think it was one of those like it was one of those ones that was bad.
The Grinch.
I think it was
the main
that
one or some shit. But I'm trying to remember if there was any type of like other slasher film that took place during like the holidays.
Nah, I can't remember.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Scream 6, or was that Halloween?
No, Scream 6 was Halloween.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember. But anyways, guys, so it's really interesting to see like, a slasher film that takes place on Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And that is what's really cool, is that during that time, people were like, yo, that's actually kind of cool. And Eli Roth, he always wanted to make that movie. And so basically that trailer, that fictitious trailer that he made, actually became reality with this movie. And I would say it really did incorporate a bunch of the scenes, like from shot for shot, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, minus the pornography, minus the completely sexual, the like nudity. Even though it was rated R, and I think they could have got away with the nudity. Mm-hmm. That's one thing, like, you know what I mean? They could have got away with that, right? But I'm kind of glad that they did it, just because like there were kids in the auditorium, and I kind of felt uncomfortable.
Like, no, I feel you on that, man.
I don't know, man. Just it's so weird, like, because like, if I know there's kids with us, bro.
I mean, I mean, you remember that one movie? You just like unlocked a random memory.
What?
You know the movie Orphan? That horror movie?
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
The first one. You remember? There's like that one scene where like they're looking through like that porno mag.
I'm trying to remember, dude.
Well, there's a scene where they look through a porno mag, and I'm watching this movie. I'm a kid. I'm probably like, I think I'm like 10 or I forgot when it came out, but I think I'm like in middle school or like 5th grade type shit. But I remember when that scene popped up. I remember being a kid, be like, "Whoa!" and my sister, because we all went as a family, right? Oh, and my sister just grabs my hand and she's like, "No, you're too young to be seeing this." And I'm like, "No, I want to see it."
No, man. Bro, there was some shit like I didn't understand. Like, come on, there was moments, bro. I'm pretty sure you've seen movies, bro, when you were a kid, and like there was some sexual shit going on, but you didn't really know. What was going on.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Like one, like.
That's facts.
Like one scene that I remember, bro, that I didn't get, like I didn't know what was happening, was in Chucky. Was in the Chucky movie. Do you remember when Chucky is like trying to masturbate?
Oh yeah.
And so the girl, right, shows like unreveals like her stuff, right? Yeah. And to me, when I saw, I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I watching, right?
Yeah.
But then the whole scene after Chucky's like trying to do his thing, like, oh, I need a magazine, and he has like a tube, and like he's and it doesn't show exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
But like there's noise and stuff. I didn't get what the fuck.
Me
was
neither.
happening, bro.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I was like, what the fuck is he doing, bro? I remember being like, yo, what is he doing? Like, it was weird.
I'm like, yo, fucking. But if you guys are listening, I mean, keep in mind, man,
we were kids.
Yeah, we're kids.
We're like 8, 9.
We're 23 now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So some of you guys might be thinking, whoa, what the fuck? And I keep forgetting there's a lot more older people that might listen to us. But yeah, so I remember as a kid, I was like, yo, what the heck is going on here, man?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like when I was older and I saw it, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, I understood that. Same with like, I know we mentioned this in a previous pod. I forgot which one it was. The one with Scary Movie 2, where I forgot his name. The black guy with dreads, right? Where like he's like does like fruity shit.
Oh yeah.
And like there's a clown like under his bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the clown it like drags him under his bed and try to molest him.
Yeah.
And then since he's fruity, he starts molesting the clown. And the clown's like, yo, what the fuck? And so the clown is like,
I forgot.
No, listen. So the clown like is crawling under under his bed, and then you just see this long ass thing like just wrap around his neck and drag him. Yeah. And dude, Mario, I'm like, dude, what is that? I didn't know what that was. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is that like his finger? Like what the fuck? And you don't realize it was his fucking dick, bro.
Yeah. Doesn't it get to the point where like the ghost or whatever the fuck tries to like run away from him or some shit? And it switches?
What do you mean?
Doesn't the black dude try to molest the ghost and then the ghost tries to run away, or am I tripping?
Like you mean the clown?
Oh, the clown, my bad, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
switches. We're like, so the clown tries running away from under the bed, but then that's when like his long dick just fucking wraps around his
Dude,
neck.
I forgot. Holy shit, that's funny.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. There was just a bunch of scenes like that.
Shit.
There's just a bunch of scenes that I just didn't understand. But anyways, guys, so that's really cool about this movie. I thought it was a good, solid slasher film. Like I said, if you are just looking for the kills and just have a good time, I think this is a really good time movie. I think it's definitely a movie you should watch like every Thanksgiving or like every like November or something.
It's like one of those movies
cool,
that
man. I like it.
If you're ever hosting an event like a Halloween party or even at Thanksgiving, no bullshit,
with no kids.
Yeah, with no kids, obviously. This is a movie you can just have in the background. You know what I mean? Sure. It's one of those type of movies. But you can also like sit down and actually watch it.
Yeah, for sure. But then again, like even then, bro, just because like even with our culture and stuff, I sometimes get like embarrassed of like putting on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because of like our family and stuff. Like, yo, what the fuck are y'all watching?
I know
like,
what you mean, dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I also get like that because on my what's it called, on my my dad's side, I recently went to like a wedding a couple months ago and shit. And obviously my aunts and uncles are there, right?
Yeah.
And obviously they've known me since I was a fucking kid, right? Like I'm talking like I'm 5-6 years old, and now I'm over here 23. I rarely ever go over there because they live pretty far away from me, right? So they're seeing me getting like drunk with my other cousins, with Thiele and shit, and they're all staring at us. And I'm like, I'm uncomfortable as shit. It's because like they're like, oh, they're drinking, but they can't say shit to us. Like, bro, we're all 21. Like, what are y'all gonna say? You know what I mean?
No, it is definitely a weird fucking feeling. You know what I mean? Like that's
hell no.
So yeah, guys. I mean, maybe just put it on with your friends. I mean, unless your family's cool as fuck and like they don't judge and they don't give a fuck, and then fuck it. Then yeah, it's definitely good. So the kills are there. The pacing was pretty good as well. The story is, like I said, mediocre, typical type of stuff that you normally see in a slasher film, but it was still enjoyable. I did like that there were some other references in here as well. And yeah, I say we should give our rating, and then if it's worth a movie ticket, you want to start off first?
Yeah. So when it comes to like the slasher genre or anything like that, I'm usually one to be more, I guess, negative on it, given what I've seen. They just haven't been really good, or not just great. I should say, they haven't been really great movies like that for me personally. But this one was kind of like a breath of fresh air. I'm not saying this is amazing or fantastic or anything like that, but this one, I think since I came in with the expectations of a Scream 6, I was able to enjoy it a whole lot more. But I am still able to see the flaws within this movie. So for me, I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10. It was good. As for a movie ticket, I think you can hold off. This shit's bound to be on Netflix one of these days, bro. Amazon Prime. I don't think it's you have to go to the theater and see it. Just wait, or if you got the links, you know, go on those links. But no, this is my opinion. It's not worth the movie ticket.
So I mean, with me, I mean, if you are a fan of slasher films, and you really like fuck with that genre a lot, I think it's worth a watch. You know, I think it's worth it. But if you're indifferent about it, if you're like you aren't super obsessed with it or whatever, I think you can hold off on it. I'd give it a 7. It was a good. I thought it was a good effective. I thought it was a good effective slasher film. It was definitely like one of the better ones. It was definitely more enjoyable. Even the reveal caught me off guard. And we'll get into that in the spoiler section. And the pacing was good. And it's just also like kind of the kills were also pretty creative and like some fucked up like shit. Like, whoa, like there were a bunch of moments where like you're like, oh. Like,
I think the kills is what bumped it up from a 6 to a 7 for me, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's there. And also if you like horror, I guess, or if you get scared easily, maybe you might enjoy it because Mario jumped like every fucking jump scare.
Listen, bro, jump scares are jump scares, man. All right.
But like I don't jump.
All right, that's you,
like
bro.
Mario just jumps like out of nowhere. Like what the?
Bro, I mean to be anything, bro, you can go like you know how people used to do this in high school, like throw your hand in your face but not actually hit you to get you to jump.
Yeah.
Every time I would fall for it, and I would tell people, I'm like, yo, that's not funny. I jump at everything. Like, see right there, I did it right now, bro.
I just did it to Mario and he jumped.
So it's like I just jump scare.
I feel like it's different, like, cause that's like, oh, like you're actually gonna maybe try to hit me, so let me move out the way. But like with the scary shit, like from the screen.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
Every jump scare got you, bro.
Hey, man, it's just
I
me,
just don't
bro.
get it, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, not. There's some where like they don't get me, but most of, like 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna jump. Yeah.
So my question is, do you like that?
That
those jump scares
it's
actually
like 50,
fucking get you, or not?
It's 50-50 because I get pissed.
Because you know what's funny though, it's because a lot of people hate on jump scares, right? Because it's like all cheap. But then, like, with you, it'll be funny if you hate on them. Be like, man, fuck jump scares, man. They're fucking cheap. But, like, you jump at every single one.
Mm.
So it's kind of funny because it's working on you.
Yeah, I know. But I hate it because, like, they're doing it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm 50-50. I enjoy it. And then I'm just like, man, fuck you for getting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know.
But yeah, guys. So that's going to be our non-spoiler review for Thanksgiving. I mean.
Wait, did you give the ticket? You gave your rating, but not the ticket, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I said... I did.
You did?
Yeah, I said if you really like slasher films, I think it's worth a normal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think
okay,
it's worth a normal ticket. But if you're just indifferent, I think just wait.
Okay.
Maybe get the links.
Right.
You know, right?
Mm.
But I thought it was good. It was definitely one of the better slasher films, man. It's a 7. Yeah, we both gave it a 7. It's a solid slasher film. It's definitely a film that like I wouldn't mind watching again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I probably wouldn't like sit down by myself and be like, oh, I'm gonna put this on. I mean, I rarely do that.
No, this is a movie you can recommend to like I feel like anyone.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you could just like how do I explain this? Like if we're hanging out with the boys at your house and you're like, yo, bro, let's put this on. I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It wouldn't be like, nah, man, let's put something else. Like I'd be like, all right, cool, man. It's another slasher film. Let's get it, man. Right? And because you guys don't know, guys, Mario and I. We don't really watch. We don't really rewatch movies.
We don't.
Like that. We just watch it once. Boom, we're done.
We move on.
Even if movies that I really like the Batman.
Yeah,
I love
true.
the Batman. I only saw it twice, and both of them were in theaters. One,
I think I only saw it once.
Was it with when we went?
Yes, with you guys.
That was my first time. The second time I saw it with my siblings, and that was it. I never seen it again. Mm-hmm. And that's not to say that it's a bad movie.
Yeah,
hell no, it's a masterpiece. But it's just like, I don't know.
I don't know. The reason why
I'd rather watch new shit.
I don't know. Maybe you are like this, but the reason why I don't really like rewatching shit, I'll rewatch parts of a movie, parts of a show.
Oh yeah.
But I think the main reason why I don't like rewatching shit is because like, if I already sat through a season, I loved it or whatever, right? It's like, all right, bet. Yeah. I know I loved it. I don't need to rewatch it. I'd rather give another show a shot that I haven't seen before. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'd rather watch something that I have no history with, that's brand fucking new to me, and see if I like it or not. Mm-hmm. I've done that a lot of shows, and obviously there's some misses. Obviously, not every show's a great show, but I've seen some really good shows.
No, I'm the same way too. Like it's more so of like a like time, right? And kind of understand. Like the way I see it is like, okay, there's a lot of fucking movies, there's a lot of TV shows, there's a lot of fucking video games, right? Mm-hmm. And there's so many of them that are so good that I haven't seen, right? So why should I rewatch this movie?
Or like The Office.
Right, like why should I rewatch this movie that's like an hour 50 or whatever when I could use that hour 50 and actually watch something I haven't seen before? And that's like a new type of media under my belt that I've seen and enjoyed.
Yep.
That's just how I see it.
Yep.
You know,
same here, man.
But like, obviously, then when he rewatches shit all the time.
Yeah.
Same with Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Shout out to Danny. He rewatched Attack on Titan like so many times and shit.
Blue Lock.
Like, Blue Lock. I mean, I still haven't.
What else has you rewatched? Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball. I mean, like this is what I would do. Like, how do I explain this? Like, if I were to rewatch something, it'd be like if I'm doing something and I just have it in the
I know what
background.
you mean. Yeah,
and like I just have it in the background type shit.
Yeah,
Or like, let's say it's Christmas Day, and I'm hanging out with my family. We're talking, opening gifts and shit. I just put on a movie and shit, and like I just sit there for 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I see a scene and shit, then I go back to doing what I'm doing, and like, you know what I mean? That's I guess unless you count that as rewatching, you know what I mean? I don't
kind of
really,
ish. I don't
really count that like that, but yeah, guys. So that is gonna be our non-spoiler review for Thanksgiving. It was definitely a fun movie, definitely good. I can see why the the ratings for in Rotten Tomatoes are really good. Were positive because it's really fucking cool, man. I like the kills.
It's a good ride.
I also like the backstory of it with Eli Roth and everything, him directing, and how this was a passion project that he always wanted to do, and he finally got to do it. And I guess it was the production company Spyglass Media, which is the same people who made the Scream of 2022 and then Scream of this year. So I mean, I guess you can see it's like very reminiscent. And same thing with Sick, I believe. In Sick,
they made Sick?
No. Sick was the writer. It was the OG writer of the Scream movies.
Oh.
And then one of the writers of the 2022 Scream movie.
Okay.
So that's why it's very reminiscent. I think I might have enjoyed it a bit more than you. But that's because, I don't know, maybe Mario, I think you're just expecting too much of a serious, like, slasher, man.
I think I just enjoy the serious slashers more.
Like, honestly, before we saw this movie, too, this Thanksgiving movie, I told Mario, I'm like, yo, Mario.
This is what you got to expect,
This is what you got to expect, dude.
Buddy.
All right?
All right. Expect a lot of sex.
Not like
jokes.
Not like that.
And me touching you during the movie.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, Mario. You dumb as hell. You tripping, but no, bitch, fucking. So we were explaining Mario what it is. Like, Mario, expect this is supposed to be, kind of campy, kind of comedic, and just cool kills. It was supposed to be a fun time, and I feel like if I had never told you that, I feel like you would have hated this movie, like even more or some shit than what you think of it now.
That definitely helped, but I was definitely thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting Scream.
No, yeah,
that was my mindset going. I'm like, all right, it's probably another Scream.
Even though I thought. I would say I think I enjoyed this movie more than Scream, bro.
I would say so too, because I think I gave Scream 6 a 6.
I think I gave Scream 6 an 8, dude.
Did you? I can check it right now. Let me see.
Yeah, I gave that shit an 8. Well, okay. Here should I say? I should say this. I would say that the kills were a lot more enjoyable than Scream 6. Not that I necessarily enjoyed this more than Scream 6. The kills were more enjoyable.
Okay. Trying to find it right now. Oh, I mean, well, speaking of like the whole slasher genre and Scream franchise, I'm sure the listeners who are listening to probably listen to our Scream 6 review. What do you think about the recent news? Well, not so recent, kind of recent-ish, about Jenna Ortega. And then I'm sorry, I don't remember the other chick's name that she got fired.
Yeah.
From the movie. Well, Jenna Ortega left. She's not being a part of it. And I think what they're saying is it's because of like scheduling issues, but I don't know about that. I don't know. That's just me.
With that situation, so we found out that it was, I forgot her name, the main character of Scream, the Scream 2022, and then this year's, that she was supporting Palestine or something like that. The whole, the whole conflict over there, guys. And she got fired for it. And then it said that same day, Jenna Ortega dropped, and people are saying it was in support for her friend, but obviously the PR statement came out, right, basically saying that it wasn't that it was because scheduling issues for Wednesday season 2. And unfortunately, so here's my thoughts, Roy. I'm not gonna give my thoughts on the whole on the whole political side, right, guys? We're not about that stuff. For number one, we're not entirely educated, right? And not only that, even if we were, I don't think it's fitting to like preach about what our viewpoints in politics.
This is a movie review podcast. That's why I brought it up, because it's related to Scream 6.
No, yeah, man. This is just for us, like, to have fun, talk about games, movies, TV. And it's just like, why bring in real world shit, right? But what I think, obviously, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate because they were the main characters. Yeah. So
right? now they have to get creative with the writing.
And the ending of Scream 6 like alluded to them obviously coming back, and maybe remember we made our theories like, oh, it's gonna be the sister like becoming evil or some shit. Remember she was like, oh my, that type of shit. So honestly, man, they just shot themselves in the foot, I think.
Yeah, bro. Everybody on Twitter was like, well, guess who's not gonna watch this or that shit because they're gone now.
What, they're gonna do another soft reboot? Like,
no, I mean, it's a question. Now that they're gone, are we gonna watch it?
I mean, I think we're obligated to.
We have to, huh?
I mean, we do the pod. It's another big movie, but it's a big franchise.
Listen, man, I'm only watching that bitch with Jenna Ortega.
She's not even there, man.
I don't give a fuck. I watched Scream 6. I'm honest with you, bro. I didn't want to watch Scream 6 until you told me Jenna Ortega and that bitch.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry. Now she gone?
Bro, fuck Wednesday, bro. She gotta show up for
You?
season 5 of You.
Oh, she might. I heard. I think I
so?
saw a rumor or some shit. She wanted to be a part of season 4,
Mhm.
but scheduling issues did. That's why she was filming something else. I think.
Yeah, but unfortunately, man, like Wednesday got the bigger bag, man.
Oh yeah, for sure,
like,
man.
for sure. Even though we haven't.
But no,
seen
she
it
loves
yet.
You, bro. I was surprised. Like, damn, she really like enjoyed her time on there.
Hey, man, I gotta see her back on You, man. I really like You.
Hey,
but
they're back in New York. It's possible.
it is possible, huh? Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, I want to see that, man. And then Wednesday, I mean, we haven't seen. At least I haven't seen Wednesday.
I haven't seen it either, man.
I've seen like clips of it because of a family relative. She's like 11 or 12 or something.
Mm-hmm.
She put it on, and I was watching a bit of it, bro. And it just, I'm like, yeah, bro, like this ain't for us, man. It reminds me of like Disney Channel, like Descendants type shit. Like,
Oh, I haven't seen
like
that.
it's very heavily catered, I would say,
the
to
teenagers?
like to the teenage female audience.
Yeah, I
You know
kind of
what
have a feeling. I know what you're talking about.
Like, it's definitely catered to that. Hey, we're not hating, guys, right? It's just, I'm just not really interested. Like, wow, kind of like the Frozen movies. I've never seen the Frozen.
Nah,
movies.
what the fuck, for
I've
real?
never seen the Frozen movies.
Nah, that's crazy.
I've never seen them, bro.
Bro, Frozen 1's legendary.
I've never seen it.
It's a great movie.
I just figured I wouldn't care. It's like,
No, it's a good ass movie.
just singing and shit. Like,
I mean, there is singing it, but there's more to it than that.
I mean, I guess I'll check it out.
Listen, Olaf is legitimately funny in this fucking.
Okay, but like,
movie.
I won't check it out by myself.
By yourself or not by yourself?
By myself. I'm not gonna put this. I'm not gonna sit here like hey man.
Well,
you know
to
what?
be fair, I didn't
Is
watch it
it-
alone either. I was with people. Yeah.
All right, you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I mean, the only shit that I'm watching alone, like if it came to it, or the only movies that I'm fucking hyped, is Pixar, man.
Oh, that's
Pixar
Pixar,
films.
man. That's that's
Like,
everything.
that's
that
it,
that goes for
man.
everyone, man.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But why were you laughing? Were you gonna say something else?
I was gonna say interrogations. Because remember
Interrogation
you
videos?
told us like I don't know. how long
Little
ago.
bitch. Oh yeah. I don't know if we mentioned this before, but yeah, guys. Sometimes, well, I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I don't sit down and just like
Yeah.
watch them. Like I have it in the background while I'm doing other shit.
Yeah.
And so, guys, what I like to watch, or I guess listen to, like a podcast, is like interrogation videos of like either criminals, murderers, or whatever, and they break down the psychology of like, why, like based on their actions, based on their answers, they like pause the video, they give a quick description. Oh, this person said this, or like this person's clearly anxious because of this. I don't know, man. I just love watching that shit, and body cam shit, like police body cam shit. I
dude,
like watching that shit too.
I seen
Some
a couple
crazy shootings and
yeah,
shit. I
I
like
know,
watching
bro.
that.
But they get depressing real quick. I'm just like, damn, this is too
Yeah.
real for me.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it kind of sucks because I think I'm kind of desensitized to it. That's how much I like watching
my
them, bro. Like if a new video pops up, I'm like, oh shit. Like it's okay. So you know on YouTube when you click, I know, guys, we're gonna get into the review. Relax. I mean, we finished our not spoiler. We'll get to our spoilers in a bit.
Yeah.
But you know how on YouTube where you click on a video and it's asked for like an age verification? Oh, this is restricted age. And like you click on it, you're like, oh shit. It's gotten to the point, bro, for me, like whenever I click on a video and it says that, I'm like, oh fuck yeah. Like
Oh shit.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like fuck, dude. Like it gets to the point, bro, we're like,
Oh my
yes, like it's about to be
God.
a banger, bro.
Oh my god.
That's how
funny.
bad it's gotten, bro. Like, it's about to be
Oh.
a fucking banger. And then
That's
the other
funny.
videos where it doesn't have that, I'm like, all right. Let's
Nothing's
see what
gonna
happens.
happen. He's probably gonna get a ticket. That's it.
No, there will be shootings like that, but the reason why they do that restricted shit is because like you could actually see the motherfucker being shot, bro,
Oh, okay.
and like blood spilling out and shit. Bro.
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's fucked, bro. But I just like watching them, dude. I don't know why.
Nah.
It's like, oh shit, like what the fuck.
No, you're not alone, bro. There's tons of people like that. Trust me.
And there's a YouTube channel that I like to watch who breaks down those videos and he kind of like, what's it called? Explains things that you could have done, that person could have done differently to protect themselves and stuff. So like, I like to learn that too. You know what I mean? Learning skills and learning how to protect yourself is very important, guys. I mean, with the evil world we live in, right? But anyways, so yeah, guys, let's get back in. Okay, so our spoiler. So yeah, we're gonna get to our spoiler sections, guys. So yeah, and 1, 2, 3, and we did not see titties in this one.
Nah, but we did see ass.
And the oh shit, yeah, man.
We did see ass.
Yeah, that shit was great. I thought
that was the only thing that was different from the trailer that one trailer you talked about. That was different. In that trailer, she got like basically full nude, but here it was only just her ass.
Yeah, like she just turned around and like had her panties down like halfway.
Yeah, that was dude.
Like,
for a second I thought
we
were
gonna take them off.
No, I thought we were gonna see her. You know her.
No way.
I was like, there's no way they're gonna show that.
I don't think in any movie, any
theatrical
theatrical movie, has ever done that.
I think they did it in
a theatrical movie.
Yeah,
a woman. Yeah, they did it for guys.
No. What's it called?
Remember the Suicide Squad?
It's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. The one where he's like in the stock market. And Margot Robbie, she's in it. I swear to God. Dude, oh my God, how am I forgetting
Wolf
the
of
name?
Wall Street?
There you go. Holy shit, I couldn't remember the fucking name.
They did that? There?
I think they did. I could be wrong.
They showed a woman's like,
wait, don't you remember the one scene where Leonardo DiCaprio's like on the floor crawling to her? It's like a picture they post sometimes on Twitter.
I can't.
But there's one where he's like crawling to her and she has her legs like this, and obviously she's wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
And the whole point is like she's not wearing any underwear, and I think they show a shot.
Really?
I think so.
Dude, I can't remember, man. I gotta look it up because I don't remember, because I think that's rare, man.
It is rare.
Like no,
fucking rare.
They don't do that with girls. They only do that with like breasts, and like if anything genitals appears, it'd be guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Don't you think it's kind of strange?
I don't know. It's just how Hollywood is.
Isn't that crazy though?
Mm-hmm.
Is they think that a guy's penis is equivalent to a girl's breasts.
Yeah, I know.
Like I disagree with that, bro.
Like I think the guy's dick is equivalent to the girl's like vagina. Like those two are like, yo, don't show those.
Right, but like I don't agree that like, oh, like my tits are equivalent to your dick. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, no, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like, what's my whole dick? It's a whole dick.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Then, if you say this, there's a show that you need to catch up on.
Oh no.
That you probably were gonna be like, nah, man, nah.
What show, bro?
I don't want to say because then you're not gonna watch it.
A show that I need to catch up on.
Yeah, it's one that recently.
Is it anime?
No. It's IRL.
What?
It's a show, yeah.
That I've been seeing, and I need to.
You haven't seen? No, you haven't seen.
Oh, is it Alice in Borderland?
No.
Shit, we haven't even finished that.
Wait. Yeah, but see, I haven't finished it. I dropped it like halfway through.
Fuck.
But
what the fuck?
I'll tell you right now, Javi watched it too, and he hasn't finished this show.
I'm not even.
Because I'm watching, and I'm just like, damn, bro, they're crazy. It's wild.
I'm not watching any shows
because it's a spoiler. I don't want you to like, you know what I mean?
But I'm not watching any shows.
Right, want me to tell you the show then? I'm
not watching. Wait, are we watching any? The only thing I remember us watching, the show that I'm currently watching, is fucking the Godzilla show.
No, not that one. I can tell you the show.
Yeah, what is it?
Gen V.
Oh.
Yeah, that show. They show a lot of.
I heard they be showing a bunch of shit.
Yeah, man.
No, I know, man.
It's crazy.
I think the first time that what traumatized me was 13 Reasons Why, man.
They showed dick in there? No way.
I don't think they did, but like just some crazy sexual shit.
Oh my God.
I got some pause shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, I saw. I didn't watch that last season, bro.
Or like the infamous, not the infamous.
The broom.
I guess the right word to use, right? Infamous. Yeah, the broom.
Nah, that one actually made me uncomfortable.
That shit was wild, bro. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if it's like that shit was fucked. But I didn't react like everyone else was reacting.
No, I did, bro. I was just like, they literally just shoved.
Yeah, man.
Nah.
It's bad, but like I didn't really react like that. I'm like, all right, this is maybe because it's like I've seen worse. Maybe
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah,
it's
probably.
Like, oh, shit.
You just say you're desensitized to people getting shot in the cop videos.
Hey, bro. That shit, hey, man, that shit crazy. No, obviously there are some moments where I'm like, dang, man, that sucks. But it's mostly when the good guys lose.
Yeah, okay.
Where like it's like police officers getting murdered. That's where I'm like, oh fuck. That's like where it gets me.
Yeah.
But like if it's like a normal like dirtbag, like I don't care. It's like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Like well deserved type shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys. So we're now in the spoiler sections of this movie, man. Fuck. Like, where do we begin? Right? Because we already said
the synopsis.
The synopsis, and I guess let's go more in depth, right? With the whole tragedy. They called it the Thanksgiving Massacre.
Yep.
Or something, right? And we get introduced to these characters, and I forgot to mention about the fucking characters in the non-spoiler.
Right.
We forgot to talk about the characters.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, we should have talked about the TikTok girl, Addison Rae, bro.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but she's a TikTok.
Nah, she's one of the biggest ones.
Really?
Yeah, she's one of the biggest ones.
I never seen her. The fuck?
Really? No, you've seen her. You just probably didn't know her name. Look.
Oh, okay.
I'll look at her.
But oh yeah, I guess she's in this movie. I mean, I thought I don't really think of anything of her. Fuck, we really forgot to talk about the fucking characters, bro. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, people already clicked off. Oh my god. Hey, if y'all still listening, man, we apologize. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
We just got sidetracked. I'm not gonna lie.
We got sidetracked, dude. We just fucking forgot. But I guess we could talk about the characters. We introduced you to these characters.
Her, remember her? She was the clingy girlfriend. Remember?
Yeah, she looks familiar.
I don't know. No, she does TikTok, bro. I could pull up her TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah,
so she's just like another like.
Yeah, man. 36 million followers on IG, bro. Even more on TikTok.
Okay. So these influencers are trying to be actors now.
She's been in Netflix movies before, bro. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, it was one of the reasons why I wasn't like hyped for this movie. I'm just like, they got a TikTok person in this movie, and I know she's done Netflix originals, and I know they're probably, and Netflix original, most of them are mediocre.
Yeah.
For being honest, but look, 88 million on TikTok.
God damn.
Yeah, she has a lot, man. Look, here, this is her on the cat, or in like on the at the lot where they shoot the movie. And so all the characters right there.
I'm glad she wasn't the lead though.
I'll be honest with you. The lead did good. The main character, the girl,
did good.
But she surprised me, bro. She was definitely a surprise because I was expecting her acting not to be like great, but very mediocre. But no, bro, she can act a little bit.
Except for like some one scene that like I remember you said.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Where you said that was kind of bad.
Outside the parking lot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Where like they're arguing and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk about the Thanksgiving massacre, bro. Like this shit was crazy as fuck. Like we meet these characters. The main character, I forgot her fucking name, man.
I can look it up.
Dude, why do we suck at remembering names?
That's a hobby thing, dude.
No, but like why? Like even the characters' names though. Like why do we suck at that, man? I just don't pay attention too much about it. So we can
unless they stick out. You know what I mean?
I guess so. So the main character obviously is this girl who is rich, is very, very well off. Her father is very rich and owns a store. Basically, Jessica, right? Her father owns a Walmart, basically.
Yeah.
And they're rich. They're pretty well off. And she has this boyfriend who is a successful baseball player.
Yep.
And then some other friends that we have that they aren't really important. They're just there to
side.
They're typical side characters.
Yeah, tropes, yeah.
And stuff like that. And so anyways, so what's happening, guys, it's Thanksgiving. It's late at night because obviously Black Friday is going on. And at that Jessica's father's store, I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the store was called.
I'm trying to remember too.
Something
it's like
Mart.
Bright, right?
Something Right Mart or something.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And so anyways, there's a bunch of people outside waiting, right? And they're freaking out, they're like, yo, let us in and stuff. And so Jessica and her friends, because her father owns a store, they managed to get inside earlier than everyone else because one of her friends needed a new cell phone. And obviously, some previous beefs. One of the guy that needed the cell phone had a beef with a guy that was waiting in the front lines and everything. There's only 2 security guards as well. And they're obviously getting upset, and they trample over the barriers, and now they're stacking up against the fucking the door windows, like
just the doors to enter the store.
Yeah, and it gets to the point where like it's so many people pushing in that the fucking door breaks away and ends up killing the fucking security guard.
Yeah, the one security guard. Yeah,
because he got trampled over, and now it's a
all
shit
hell
show,
breaks
man.
loose.
Everybody's in there fighting each other. There's other people dying and stuff. Another main character, I wonder whose family she was. Because don't you remember we meet this guy that works there as an employee, and then his wife, right?
I have her real name, but for some reason it's not giving me her character name.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember like who she related to.
Oh, she was the wife to the guy who would leave Thanksgiving dinner early.
Yeah, the guy that was working there as an employee. He worked as an employee. Yeah, but is that it? Oh,
that was it.
And we meet the police officer that had like a connection with them too, like their family and shit.
Yeah.
And so hell breaks loose, man. She ends up dying.
Yep.
Right. She ends up dying by getting she gets tripped over and then a lady with the cart legit hits her in the head, knocking her out, and then her hair gets stuck in the wheel, and then as they're moving away, like a piece of her hair and flesh comes off.
Yeah, bro.
It's some crazy shit, dude.
Fucking brutal ass shit.
And then
man.
the guy, the main character and her boyfriend, like, he gets stepped on by his arm.
Yep.
And he gets broken and shit. And like, he obviously he's a baseball player. They called him a golden arm. He had a good arm, but because his shit got broken, the other dude that needed the phone was on top of something.
He was recording the whole thing.
He was recording the whole thing. And just a lot of people died, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people had like accidents. Maybe how many people died? 3 or something?
Some shit like that.
Yeah, 3. Because there's this other guy that like that once the door broke.
Oh yeah.
Once the door broke, there was like glass sticking out, and as they were shoving everybody, this dude legit like cut his fucking throat on that piece of glass, so he died, and he was still like trying to gather.
Yeah,
like,
he was still trying to get shit. I'm just like, oh my god, bro.
I like the intro, dude. The intro was cool as fuck. I like the intro. It was it definitely sets the tone of like what like you're gonna be expecting. You know, not too serious. It's another like what the fuck moment. And so obviously it's the Thanksgiving massacre. All this happens, right, guys? And the guy recording, he posted it on YouTube and stuff, gets a bunch of views. And now we get like a time jump. We get a year later, and now all of a sudden, because of this massacre, there's this guy, we said in synopsis, there's this guy hunting people down that were involved of the massacre. And that's basically the whole situation. And that's basically the Thanksgiving massacre. And throughout the movie, it's the typical, oh, who is he? Can't trust anybody. Like, what the fuck, right? And I thought that was really cool. Should we talk about what like the most memorable like deaths or like?
I think I'm trying to remember because I remember the first one. The first one was pretty gruesome. At the diner.
Yeah, with that
was the one where I was like, okay, we're not afraid of doing that. After that, it was the fat dude. How did he die?
Oh, he just got his fucking head chopped off. Like he had like wire. He like wrapped it around him.
Yeah.
And like he pulled it and it just like cut off his fucking head.
I think the most brutal one was the German chick.
The German chick?
Yeah, because she had to like live through it for a little bit before she, died.
Oh yeah, do you want to explain what happened to her?
So at some point in the movie, y'all, we're at one of like, I guess you could say like the cruise like house. It's this German chick, right?
Yeah.
And because of all the killings that are going on, this German chick's dad is like, no, you're not. We're not gonna be here. We're moving to Florida. So she's packing up her shit and all that, and her dad's in the house along with the officer. Why is the officer there? I forgot. He was there though.
And not the officer that we met in the beginning.
No,
it's
just a random. It's a random one.
Probably like for protection.
Probably right.
Some protection.
And so the killer of this movie comes to the house and has like a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah, dude, he has like a weird.
I thought it was a legit gun until I saw the Dutchman.
Yeah,
this motherfucker got a tranquilizer gun, bro, for like Dealey, bro. We need to run his head down. But he takes out the police officer and the dad, and then moves to obviously the German chick. And oh my god,
I thought they were Russian.
No, really, I thought it was German. I mean, either or. It was not English. That's all you got to know.
All I know is like her dad
had an accent.
Seemed like he could be a mob boss or some shit.
That's facts, bro.
But
that motherfucker looked menacing.
Like the way he spoke. Yeah. Anyways,
but we're in this chick's room, right? And I think Jessica. And I think Bobby was with her. Yeah, Bobby was with her, who is Jessica's boyfriend. They FaceTime her, and as they're talking and shit, in the background, all you see is the killer grab 2 pencils and fucking stabs her in both fucking ears, bro.
And shoves the fuck
out. My dude, nah.
That shit was
that was gruesome. That actually made me go, ooh.
Yeah, bro. That must fucking hurt.
But listen, y'all, that's not it. There was more. She was still alive after that shit, right?
Oh, yes, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, this was crazy. Yeah.
This is why I say it's crazy. So not only did she get fucking stabbed in both ears, who knows? She might be dead. We don't fucking know. But I forgot how we get down there, but we get downstairs to the point where they're like, so in the house they were making renovations, all right? So there's like a bunch of like that typical shit you see when you're remodeling, right? So there's tools everywhere for like from like the company who's doing the job and shit, and there's like this saw,
like a saw table,
right, with a blade, right? And so the killer, bro, puts like basically just like puts her body on the saw, and like saws off like her right arm. and she's like alive for like a good 3 seconds, bro. Dude. And dude, that was the most brutal one I think that I can remember.
And she's just being cut up by the saw, and like her guts are out, spilled
dude,
out.
That happened a lot. You see a lot of guts.
Yeah, right. It's pretty cool though. It's like, what the fuck? But so yeah, that shit was fucked. I'm thinking about, I guess so if you watch the trailer, if you watch the fictitious trailer, guys, the scenes that they did replicate was a girl with a trampoline. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Right, the jock dude. He wasn't a jock in this movie. He was more of like a coach, bro.
No, he was a jock, bro. Cause I remember that guy. He's a jock.
He was just from
the south. You know, there's like there's north high, south high. He was from south high, and that's why they had beef or some shit. So he was just from south high. I think he was a player because I thought he was a teacher too. How they set it up, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's a weirdo. What the fuck's wrong with you? But no, he was. I think he was just like helping his bros lift or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, you can continue.
And so he gets killed. His head gets twisted like behind,
like nothing, bro.
And then the same way, and then the girl in the trampoline dies the same way in that trailer, I believe. Like she gets, as she jumps down, he like stabs her foot or something.
Yeah, it was her foot, I think.
And then doesn't she land in a split? She doesn't land in a split.
No, not in the split. She dies some differently.
Yeah,
but
she just lands
definitely in the foot.
Yeah, she just lands, and then obviously he just kills her like that. So that scene is there. The whole festival scene where they're trying to bait out the killer in the parade, and that dude, innocent dude
in the costume
with the turkey costume, right? He gets his head fucking chopped off. And in the trailer, he was dressed as a pilgrim, but in here, he was dressed as a clown, as like a horror clown. Yeah. To be honest with you, I didn't think that fit. I'm like, why are you a horror clown?
Yeah, I know.
Why aren't people saying anything? It's not Halloween.
And it's not even like a nice, like happy looking one. It's like it's a legit horror, like horror, blood on his fucking shit. Yeah,
it should have been. He should have been like the pilgrim. But like, here's the thing, right? Because obviously, with the tragedy of the Thanksgiving, there were people who are like protesters, right? Protesting, like, because of not enough security. Because there was only two security guards in that event. Not enough security. A lot of people died. My wife died, and like whatever. So there's people who protest, and I think what I thought they were gonna do is have a bunch of people like support the killer because the killer is actually doing something about it, getting revenge of what happened, and so they're all gonna dress up as him. Does that make sense? And they're all so many in the parade because the whole thing is like, we're gonna bait out this fucking killer. We're gonna see if he's here, blah blah blah, right? And there are some moments where like Jessica, the main character, is like notices in the crowd like the people wearing the hat and like the John Carver mask and shit, but it wasn't a lot. For me, I was expecting like, it was gonna be a lot of people. So then it's like, oh my god, like I don't know who the fuck to fucking like I don't know who's who. Kind of like in kind of Scream 6 where they did that with the masks. You remember that? And so I thought they were gonna do that, and then the real killer, like with the pilgrim outfit, like ends up killing the dude as other protesters dressed like him are like trying to
broad
intervene.
Daylight, man.
Like trying to intervene, you know what I mean?
Broad fucking day.
Yeah, in broad daylight he did that.
That's shit. What's crazy.
Yeah, but that's like I said, I thought they were gonna do that. I think it would have fit more, but except like this dude dressed as a killer clown. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, that scene. What else? The scene where this is really fucked up, where the Jessica's father's wife or stepwife, not stepwife, just his new wife, and it's it's the girl's stepmom.
Yep.
Where she gets fucking cooked, bro.
Cooked alive.
The dude prepares her like a turkey.
That was probably the second worst one.
Yeah, and like cooks her, and at this point, he managed to kidnap all the gang and like seats them at this table, like a Thanksgiving table.
Yep.
And he has her legit like positioned as a turkey on the fucking table and reveals her, bro, with her head cut off.
That was brutal.
That shit was crazy. And dude, you know what was also gross, bro? When he cut into her.
Yeah, man.
That was gross as fuck, bro.
And he said like, eat your wife, bro.
Eat your wife.
Or how does your wife taste?
Yeah, something like that. And like he cuts into her inner thigh.
Yeah.
And then and it literally like it shows him cut into it and like remove it, and you can see the meat inside. Like it shows that, and it looks like chicken, right? But it looks like chicken or whatever, but it's still fucked up because like it's like a human fucking being. Like, that's just gross. Like that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
And then the guy, the the husband, like obviously he's gagged and so everyone is gagged. He like throws up while gagged, and it's just like really fucking gross.
Yep.
That's the turkey human shit, and him throwing up being in the gag and shit. That's also in the trailer.
Yeah,
OG trailer.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, dude, that whole scene was fucked. And even like the voice changer. Do you remember when he was talking to him with the voice changer?
Yeah.
That also was very reminiscent to what we saw in the
trailer.
In that trailer, right? But dude, like that shit was fucked. Like that shit was gross. And then he ends up killing that jock by don't you remember with the
meat hammer,
the tenderizer?
Yeah, I think it's something. It's the tenderizer. Yeah.
Something the tenderizer. He just and it shows it, man. He just beats his fucking skull in, bro, and just obliterates him,
it's brutal, man. It's the killings, man. I'm telling you, this movie did not hold back. Like I said,
dude.
there's a reason why I said it's more brutal than Psyx.
And so I guess another thing we forgot to mention, right, guys? So after the Thanksgiving massacre that we mentioned, Jessica's boyfriend broke his arm, and he left. We get a time jump for 1 year later, and that 1 year he left, and we find out that like he ghosted her.
Yep.
And ghosted everybody for 1 year. I guess to recover, and he felt bad, and like he said he felt like it was her fault and stuff like that. And so at this point, Mari and I were thinking, oh, it's going to be him. Because the killer, when he appeared, like he was like short, dude. Like he was a short killer. And not going to lie, that's like one nitpick that I had. Because I'm like, oh, he's kind of short. That's kind of not menacing. I feel like he'd look cooler if he was taller. I don't know how to explain it. Like maybe like Michael Myers. Type
I know what you mean.
Or like Jason.
It's hard to be scared of a short dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, he was pretty short. It's like, okay, man, like, if I had an...
Imagine Danny chasing out there.
Shout out to Danny. But it's kind of like, okay, if I... Like, it's kind of like if I had an axe, like, if I had an axe too, like, I think I could take you on. Like, that's how it felt, bro. Like, okay, give me a weapon and I think I could take you on.
I'll take you on.
You know what I mean? But if it's like a dude like that's pretty big, like Michael Myers and stuff, okay, that's where it's like, oh shit,
I need to run away.
You know what I mean? But like he was pretty short, so I'm like, all right, cool. And like her boyfriend, that the golden arm guy, the baseball player that left, he was short as well. And so we're kind of painting. Oh wait, like he disappeared for a year.
But then we said, I said like this too obvious, bro.
Yeah,
it's
they made
way
it
too obvious.
Like it could be him, right? He's also short and stuff, and there were some scenes too where like his body, like it didn't. Where I'm like, yeah, it can't be him. Like, okay, I get that he's short, and it could be him,
and he has a motivation,
right? 'Cause, oh, you ruined my career, some bullshit, right? But then there were some scenes when remember he was chasing Jessica into that cosmetic room, where like you got to see his body structure, and it seemed it just didn't match. His body structure. I'm like, nah, it can't be him. And so then it kind of looked like an older guy in a sense where I thought it was the husband that we met in the first movie. We're like, oh, you killed my wife, and he's like protesting. And shit. I'm like, oh, it could be him. But then we got a good look at him later, and he was a lot more fatter. And I'm like, nah, it's not him. So like it left you wondering. But back in my head, I'm like, dude, like I mean, it could be the fucking the boyfriend, right? He has a motive and everything, and it's not until we finally like get the reveal, right? And the reveal is the police officer that the police officer that we meet in the beginning of the movie, right? That and is also the same person that was helping everybody. But you know what's fucked up though? You know what's weird though? It's kind of funny because don't you remember in that school scene where he manages to kidnap the jock and his girlfriend, that TikToker shit, TikToker bitch, with her, and the same scene, right? He is chasing.
That's true.
He's chasing that Jessica chick, and Jessica actually managed to escape. But then as she's outside,
he's already out there.
The police officer guy like is there, like I guess later.
It's one of those things, man, where it's like, you know what movie you're signing up for, bro.
No, I mean
it's tough because realistically, how the fuck is he out there that quick?
But here's the thing: maybe there was like a time jump because like we just see Jessica run out the building, and then it's immediate shot of like her in the back of an ambulance, like with a blanket and stuff, and then the officer pulls up. So I guess maybe that could just explain it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that whole like time situation, time jump shit. But yeah, it's eventually police officer guys, and I guess before we get to like the more details and stuff, because I wasn't expecting this, Mario, do you want to say like what like you mentioned the non-spoiler, what you were right and like not right about
the reveal of this guy.
Yeah.
So at one point when Jessica is running away from the killer, right?
Yeah.
And we come across this like factory where like they're building like the floats for the parade, right? And there's this officer knocked on the ground, which was him, right? It was that guy.
Yeah,
it was the deputy.
Mm-hmm.
It was the deputy, and he walks up to her and he's like, "Oh my god, like, oh, I saw Bobby in there because she was in the factory and she sees Bobby take off her chain." We're like, "Oh my god, it's Bobby!" But it's like
Bobby's the boyfriend that we mentioned, guys. That like the golden arm guy, and like he disappeared for a year and everything.
So she leaves that factory, and the deputy comes up from behind and like kind of like surprises her, and she's like, "Oh my god, it was Bobby!" And the deputy's like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna go get his bitch ass." Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get his
So
bitch
he goes in there, and right there, I'm just like, "Wait a minute, bitch."
Yeah.
Are they dueling right now, bro?
Yeah.
Did they just load up a lobby in Fortnite, my guy? It's
They
both.
do?
It's both of them. It's a Scream 6. It's 2 killers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought,
right?
But obviously we get the reveal that it was just a deputy. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So I was half right, half wrong.
Yeah, because Jessica actually ends up escaping in that Thanksgiving table, where like she breaks away and everything. She escapes, and we find out that it was in this building that we've seen before early on. And as she's like running away, the guy's chasing her, and it's one of those I don't know what they're called, bro. But like, you ever been to like the beach? And like it's those little fuzz balls that
I know
stick on
exactly.
you?
When I saw them, I was like, "Oh, I hate those.
I
They're
hate those
annoying
too,
because
bro.
they stick on you." Bro.
Yeah, but I forgot what they're called.
I forgot what they're called too.
I forgot what they're called. So, anyways, so as apparently she's quote unquote like safe, right? Because it's Bobby, and like the officer was also kind of beat up, or like he was like on the floor, bloodied up, and we just he later reveals that it was Bobby that like hits him or something or some shit, I guess.
Yeah.
And so this is where it gets crazy, because as she's sitting there in this room, quote unquote safe with the officer, she's like picking out those little fuzzball things.
Fuzzballs, yeah.
Those fuzzball things. She's picking them out, and as she's like looking down, she obviously gets a glimpse of the police officer's shoes, and like his pants, and like his shoes and his pants also has those fuzzballs. And she makes the connection. She's like, wait a second, like I was running away, and I got these fuzzballs because I was running away in the force or whatever. He has them too. And then she makes the connection, like,
to something he said like earlier in the movie, remember?
Yeah, like, oh my, she's like, oh shit, it's fucking him. And that's where I'm like, oh no way, it's this guy, it's this motherfucker.
Yeah,
because dude, they made it super clear
that it was the boy.
That was gonna be Bobby. They did a really good job with that.
There's a shot where she's in that factory and Bobby takes off the mask and the hat, and he has the axe.
Yeah,
and we're like, what? I'm like, for real, bro? No bullshit. I'm like, that's kind of lame because they made it super obvious. I was gonna be like, that's a negative of the movie.
No, yeah, they didn't. They didn't really make it obvious. But it's like, what the fuck? And plus, the killer was short. Not only that, though, we get a whole scene where the mom that was made into a turkey before her death, right? There's a scene where like he has a pitchfork and he's like looking for her, and he knocks over a basket, and it's a basket full of baseballs. And so we're like, oh shit, it's like that's another like evidence, like it could be Bobby. But yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, no way, it's this motherfucker. And he like looks at her, he's like, yo, Jessica, are you all right? Like acting normal. And then she's like clearly freaking out. Yeah, I don't feel good. And that's the typical bullshit where like the killer's like, oh shit, she found out. And he literally finds he turns to her and just like finally reveals everything. And then we get the reason why. And this is another part too where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know,
I'm like,
right?
no fucking way. So I did like that the reveal got me off guard. I like the reveal. I also like the motive because it is another like twist, like, yo, what the fuck? That's why I say that this is a better slasher type of film. We should have mentioned this in the fucking non-spoiler, man. We slept on it. Fucking but anyways, so the reveal is and also I forgot to mention this, that another dead to right evidence, right, was that as the police officer is like looking for Bobby or whatever, he ends up, oh no, sorry, it's another police officer, not the main police officer that was revealed. He brings a phone. He's like, oh look, this is his phone. He's still signed into the John Carver Instagram account, and because in that Instagram account, that is where the killer was like taking pictures, live streaming, tagging the victims and whatever, trying to, basically messing with them and shit. And so the police officers, yep, like, this is Bobby's phone. So we're like, oh shit, it's Bobby.
Yep.
Right? So anyways, And then we get the final. Then we get to the reveal. Now we're back to the reveal. And as the police officer left, I remember I saw the Jessica take his phone out of the evidence bag, Bobby's phone.
Mm-hmm.
And so, anyways, so she does that, and now we get the reason, right? And so what happened was that the reason why he's hunting down and killing everybody who was involved in the Thanksgiving massacre was because in the very beginning of the movie, the police officer legit walks in, gets invited to a friend's house, which was the same guy that had to work that day.
Mm-hmm.
And also, how would I explain this? That guy, they were friends. He had a wife, and that same wife that died in that massacre, that led the husband to be like, oh, like a protest motherfucker or whatever, and be angry. So we find out that she was actually cheating on him with the police officer, and that she was eventually going to leave him. And so once the police officers, like, because she died, not only did it affect her actual like legal husband, but affected the police officer, right? Because like, oh, she was gonna leave him for me and stuff. And not only that, like, my family's gone, and we get like a glimpse of a shot where like it's a what is it called?
Phonograph, sonograph,
something like that, of a baby, right?
Yeah.
And we find out that woman that died
Was
pregnant.
Which is crazy.
I'm like, yo, no way.
She was having an affair and she got pregnant.
Yeah,
man.
she was having an affair and got pregnant. And so like with this police officer, and then it made me believe, like, dang, bro, like it be your own bros, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Because they were bros, man. They were friends.
They were joking around in the beginning of the movie.
They were friends, man, and that's crazy. So
low-key, the signs were there, bro. Because when in the beginning of the movie, she said, what's it called? Like, oh, a single man that knows how to bake, or you won't be single for long.
Yeah.
And not only that, bro. She shows up to the store, and remember her husband's like, oh, you're here? Why are you here? Well, I can't let the deputy go get hungry on Thanksgiving. So those were the two signs. And
really,
the third.
I thought she said that to her husband.
Oh, really? I thought she gave the food to the cop.
No, I thought she said that to her husband.
Oh, shit, my bad. Well, either way, the second or third one, depending on what happened there, was when she died, he lost his shit and fired off his gun.
Yeah.
That should have been the sign right there. It's like, oh, yo, he lost his shit.
He lost his shit and fired the gun, and that made everybody stop and
yep.
shit. And so that is the reason. That was the whole reveal. And so, obviously, with everything being said and done, we find out that Jessica, that took Bobby's phone out of the evidence bag, was actually live streaming the whole time. So he got exposed.
Imagine the husband, bro. He's probably watching that shit like, yeah, it was you, bitch. You killed my wife. Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, dude, you were banging my wife. Like, you were banging my wife.
Imagine that's how it happened.
Like, he starts crying. There's a shot of him just crying.
Yeah, just a random shot of him watching it and him crying, bro. That'd be funny as fuck.
Man,
not me.
Nah, man. I gonna do that. Man. That's funny. That would be funny.
I can't call her a bitch to her face, bro. She dead.
Yo, poor guy. Yeah, dude. He was getting cheated on and had got pregnant, bro.
That's tough,
dude. That's crazy. And so obviously, as this is happening, there's like a little tussle going around. And that's where Bobby comes in and it's like saves her. Oh shit, Bobby's not actually dead because earlier he went inside and like we hear gunshots. He's like, four of them. I think I hit him, but he ran away or whatever. And that's where also kind of alluded to like, oh, is he in on it?
Yeah, that's why I thought I'm like, oh, he fake killed him, bro. He's like, and they're scheming up like, yo, this is what you're gonna do. That's why I thought, man.
Yeah, you know.
Fuck.
And so now we get this whole sequence where like they're like running away. And fucking Jessica like inflates like this huge ass fucking turkey with like inflatable turkey with like some gas that type of fucking gas
that can explode.
Yeah, that's some explosive gas. I'm assuming that gets ignite with like heat or like whatever the fuck. And as they're running away, because they're trying to run away with this tow truck. And the cable is loose, and the fucking killer like wraps around the cable around this beam. So now the tow truck is stuck, and for whatever reason, there was a musket in the fucking back of the truck.
I think one of like the props had it, or
something like that. Yeah,
because remember, there's like that one side character that's like known for having their business is guns. So I'm assuming he was there on the float. Cause remember in the parade, he was involved in the parade.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming.
But a musket though, like
it's the whole Thanksgiving theme. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and the reason why she knows how to load it is because like
she said that
her dad made her do it or
she
some
said
shit
like in
that.
early in the movie that she shot a gun and that it was a musket and that almost killed her or whatever.
Yeah.
And so she tried loading up the musket, but then like the pellets or the bullets or whatever, they roll away, and she's like, "Fuck, what do I do?" And so she like takes her, because we always see this too. We get a bunch of shots of her bracelet that has like her mom, because we find out that her mom like passed away or something.
Yep.
And she takes off her bracelet and puts it in the musket, right? And she ends up shooting that inflatable turkey, and it blows the fuck up. A crazy explosion that the fucking that launches the other guy, the killer. And then eventually that's when Bobby and her they're able to like
escape.
They manage to escape with the truck, and everything seems good to go. I mean, the aftermath is firefighters were there, ambulance people, the typical her sitting behind the ambulance car with a blanket and shit. Oh yeah, typical. This is done.
I think that was Bobby actually.
Oh, was it?
That was Bobby. Because then her actual boyfriend shows up. That dude.
And so
that whole pointless plot line.
Yeah, right. That
shit was pointless, dude.
Yeah. I think it was just to add like another. Like, oh, it could be him. Like maybe he has a motive or some shit. I don't fucking know. And so one of the police officers is there, like consulting her. I think, right? And then one of the other police officers, hey,
there's no body.
There's no, like, that was an extreme explosion. Everything is to ash. No one could have survived that. And as he's saying this, we see like a firefighter come out, right? And he's walking like in slow motion. Like you can't see his face. Like he's in full firefighter gear. He has his mask on. And as this guy's saying this, yeah, we couldn't find the body. He probably went to ashes. Nobody could survive this shit. While he's saying this, that shot's happening. And then we see Jessica just looking at that firefighter, like kind of alluding, is like, oh my God, like, is that him? Like, did he make it out? Like, where did he get that? Like, you know what I mean? Trying to elude it. And then that's basically like how everything ends. Like this motherfucker,
we don't know if he's dead.
We don't know if he's dead or not.
We might get a sequel called Christmas next year. Who knows?
Just Christmas.
Just Christmas. Deadass.
Or Thanksgiving.
Friendsgiving.
That's funny as fuck. Friendsgiving. So yeah, we don't know if he's actually dead or not. I mean, that's what the police officer, that's what he said. The explosion was crazy big. Nobody could survive that. He probably turned to ashes. But then we get that whole shot of this firefighter, anonymous firefighter, completely covered from head to toe. You can't even see his face walking out, right? And slow motion where Jessica's staring at him, kind of alluding like, oh shit, like that could be him. Or like, it could be anybody. We don't know. He probably survived, right? And that's basically how that ends. And yeah, I mean, dude, this movie, the reveal was dope.
It was.
I thought that was cool. I wasn't expecting it. It was the definitely better slasher films out there, dude. It's not like a movie that's completely like. I don't think it's a groundbreaking movie. It's just another good time, another fun movie.
Good vibes.
Yeah, we already gave it a 7, right?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7. And then what else? Is there anything else that we that we need to mention?
Not that I can think of. I mean, just a little side note. But Patrick Dempsey, that's the deputy. He's from when I saw him in the trailer, I was like, oh, he's in this. The only reason I know who he is and how I know his actual name.
He looked familiar. Where's he from?
You're not gonna believe it. It's from my guilty pleasure show, Grey's Anatomy.
I've never seen Grey's Anatomy,
bro. But he's an iconic character from that show. That's how I know him.
I wonder what else you.
Like, he's been in other shit, but I've never seen him.
Because he did look familiar, bro. He did look familiar when I saw it. And then the main actor, Jessica, like, she did not look familiar.
Oh, I was about to say, I haven't seen her at all.
She looked like new, bro.
No.
I've never seen her before.
There was only 2 people that I recognized, and that was the TikTok girl, Addison Rae, and Patrick Dempsey. Those are the only 2 people I recognized.
Interesting. But yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I just wonder what other projects he was in. But yeah, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? I don't think
that's everything, man.
That's pretty much it, man. It's definitely cool. It's definitely fun. I would say the kills are definitely way more.
The highlights is the reveal and the kills for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Those are the 2 highlights.
It's definitely a cool movie. It's like I said, nothing groundbreaking, but it's definitely fun. And yeah, just a quick like recap. Mari and I, we both gave it a 7. And yeah, guys. So with that being said, that is our spoiler review of Thanksgiving. And we hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for listening. and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Take care.